grab this here so I can read it.
Welcome to the Gagoot Show. Happy Tuesday, everyone.
Happy Tuesday.
This is our host,
Nicole
LaMonaco. I remembered
me.
your name.
Thanks.
I remembered your
This
name.
is senile over here.
We have a big show for you. We have 4 guests tonight.
4.
4,
1, 2,
count
3,
'em.
4.
1, 2, 3, 4. 2
1,
guests.
2, 3, 4. Sorry. Anybody could do Arnold Schwarzenegger.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2. Is it Kindergarten Cop?
Oh, it is, yeah. Bob Nelson was on that Kindergarten
He
Cop.
was?
Yes. He was Arnold Schwarzenegger's partner's boyfriend that always got in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that.
Look
didn't
at
realize
that.
that.
You didn't realize
No,
that.
I didn't.
But anyway, we have 2 of our guests are also hosts on Madhouse TV. And then we have 2 comedians.
Yes.
So full of surprises.
We got a whole bunch of stuff going on. But first we want to talk about our show that we did on Friday night at the Clarion Hotel.
The Road Show.
The Road Show. The Good Show. Road Show is me, you. We hosted. We did like a, how do we explain it? We both hosted. We went up there, and then I'd left, and Benny stayed for a little bit, right? Or no, I stayed.
I left.
I'm confused.
We started out with a little table to make it look like the desk.
Right. We started out at a desk, just like we are now. We said, "Hello, everyone. Welcome."
And we said that we wanted to both host it, but we wanted to feature.
Right.
So we decided to. Nicole hosted for the beginning, and brought up, and then I came out after a comic. I would come out. I did a little bit of time. Then I brought Nicole up to feature, and then she brought out Robin. She brought out Robin.
But it was me and you hosting, and then we had Melvin Garlic, who actually was a last minute, right?
Yeah, last minute, because Sheila Smiley,
who was here last week.
Right,
yeah.
and something happened with her transportation fell through from Jersey. So
it happens.
So Melvin Garlic.
Nothing serious. She's fine. But
yeah,
Melvin
she's
Garlic
fine.
came on and killed for the first set. Went up, did great. Then it was. You came back up. Then we had Eric Tartaglione, and then myself, John Santos, me, Robin
Siegel-Lakin.
John Santos.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. I can't count. I don't remember. And then we closed the show with John Santos.
With John Santos, closed the show. And it was everybody had fun.
It was a good show.
It was a good show.
We had a nice little turnout. It was more, we were having a little difficulty during the week, but we ended up
25 people.
Yeah.
And there was still a lot of people who last minute were supposed to show up.
Right.
But yeah, we had 25 people. We wanted more.
I was trying to round people up at the bar. I was going up to people like, guys, want to see a comedy show? You want to come to a comedy show? You want to come to a comedy show? How about you? No? Okay.
The admission price is great. We dropped it to $10.
Yeah.
And when we do another show there, we're going to do that.
You can't beat that. No, you can't.
Yeah, but free shows aren't always great either.
No, it depends. It just depends. It really, you can't.
Yeah.
You can't say, $10, $20, $50. You never know who's going to show up.
But it was. It worked out really nice. There were a few things.
We did with the people that did show up. We had a couple hecklers that were in the audience.
Right in the front.
Yeah. I guess one of them saw my act one time before, or maybe he was just brilliant. I don't know. And he stepped on my punchlines and was like, "Oh, this joke is done." And this, I'm like, "Come on, guy! Let me do my thing," And then I didn't even say anything, and all of them started cracking up at each other. So I just sat down and was like, "Yeah, all right, you can do it. You do the show. Go ahead. I don't have to say anything."
But you did great because you worked with them.
Yeah,
you worked with them, and you dealt with that they were hecklers, and they were the type. There's different types of hecklers. There's the ones that just are out to ruin it and make you nervous and run off crying. Then there's the ones that think they're helping you.
Yeah.
And this one guy,
they thought they were helping.
He thought he was helping. I made the show better. He told me. I made the show better. But you did great because you just rolled with it.
Yeah.
You worked. You had one guy who went right up to his face.
Because he was trying to tell you a secret, and we're in the middle of doing my act. I'm like, okay, what are we talking about? You're gonna just start making a scene over here, I'm going to make one back.
And I had, when I went up, they were talking, and there were three guys who were bald. And the one guy says to me, fix your hair. So I said, let me borrow your comb. And then I had to use, sometimes you have to use an old stock joke. So I said, why don't you two put your heads together and make an ass out of yourself? Which is an old joke.
They were good, though. They were funny. Like, they rolled with it. They weren't offended or anything like that.
No, they weren't offended. It wasn't that type because I've been to clubs where you have, they don't let it get too far. I've been to clubs where, in a premier club, so a doorman will go over to that person. I don't know exactly what he says to them,
right.
But then they're quiet. And then I was at a show at Governor's years ago, where as soon as the show started, there was a guy sitting, of course, near me, yelling, yeah, yeah, just yelling, yeah. So, and the comic's talking, he's like, yeah. So they must have realized, because like I told you, it's usually one guy. This time, 3 people just came up and had him leave.
Oh, man.
Got up and escorted him out.
They could be annoying sometimes. I had one heckler that was really bad, but I mean, it was a bar gig, so I mean, you can't really get too upset about it. But the guy would not stop. He was like ripping on everybody who went up there. Like, oh, please don't do this to me. Like, I was new. Like, I was very, very new into comedy. I did it, I think, maybe 2 months. And this guy wouldn't stop, and I went up to him, and I grabbed him by his shirt, and I said, listen to me. I said, if you talk while I'm up there, I said, I'm going to rip you a new one. I said, so either you shut up and watch my set, or you're going to get embarrassed. And he was like, oh, okay, all right. And then I went up, and he goes, oh, the big mouth's up. Let's see what she's got. I said, everybody give a round of applause for Eddie the Mush, the degenerate gambler with no fucking family. I know I'm not supposed to do that, but that's exactly how it was said. And everybody was like, yeah! It was really funny, but it was good. He shut up. He didn't say anything, and he didn't say boo after that for anybody else, so... Yeah, sometimes you gotta take one for the team. I
did a show with a woman in the front who was terrible one time, and she just kept random saying stuff, and a lot of comics were saying stuff to her, and there was an MC who just didn't know how to handle her.
Right.
So I get up, and I'm trying to do my act, and she's calling out punch, everything. So then I got and this place was packed. And I got everybody to yell, shut the F up, shut the F. And someone who went to that show told me that was one of the greatest comedy shows they went to. I got everyone to chant that. And then I said, what you want to do when you run a comedy show is you want to get the most obnoxious drunk person and sit them right up front. And then you want to hire an MC who doesn't know how to handle a stupid bitch like this. And then I finally got it to the point where she said, all right, you can do your set. And my time was up.
Oh, that's annoying. You're like, thank you.
And I got her, and then I actually messaged that on Facebook. I messaged that MC.
You did?
And
Where was
and I told him.
Or how long?
Let's
talk about how long ago it
was. 2 years ago.
All right.
2 years ago, and the place was near a flame. Okay, and it was packed. It was packed, and it was no fault of the people running the show. Right, you just had somebody that was. But the MC should have handled it, and he didn't. So I wrote to him because I said, these people. It was a show where people were bringing people, and they were paying. I said, people are paying good money. You have to show a little respect to the comics,
right? And
you got to be able to handle this woman, because what I would do normally, I didn't do it Friday, but. What I would do is get a couple of people after and go up to the person and say, listen, if you're not quiet, we got to either move you to the back or we have to ask you to leave.
Right.
Because you want the show, like if in one of your shows, if you had that problem.
Yeah, I mean, unless I just hire you to start telling them off. No.
I try not to. I handle these guys.
You were funny.
I handle these guys and Nancy was there, and Nancy said, I'm your biggest critic, and I have to tell you the show was great. Even she thought when we started...
She doesn't lie, Nancy. She'll tell you just how it is.
And when we started in the beginning with the sitting at the desk, she says, I wasn't sure how that was going to work out. But she says, you two MCing, trading off MCing worked out really good.
Yeah, it was good. It was different. It brought something different to the table.
I always like to do something different. To the table. I always like to do something different. With me, it's been a kooky ride.
It has been, but it's been fun. It's enjoyable.
Okay. You're having fun with Uncle Benny.
That's it. I actually have an Uncle Benny.
Oh, you do? Oh.
I have every uncle. I have like 8 uncles.
Yeah, I know. I have 5 Uncle Bennys. 2 of them are brothers. They're Polish. That's the Polish Bennies.
So you real quick before we go to a break, we wanted to talk about Joan St. Ange.
Joan St. Ange is in a play. It's a Neil Simon play called The Prisoner on 2nd Avenue.
And where can we see that?
We can see that in East Islip at the Bayway Arts Center in East Islip on Main Street, and it's part of the Broad Hollow Theater Company.
Oh, wow.
And she's a lead in it. And it's basically a couple. And
is this musical?
No musical.
Okay.
It's just a 2-hour comedy. Hilarious about this married couple who live in an apartment in Manhattan up on like the 8th or 9th floor, and all the problems they have with the neighbors, with this, and they're prisoners in the city on 2nd Avenue, but they don't leave. You know, it's like they complain, but
when is it playing?
It's playing this weekend is the final weekend.
Oh, okay.
So you can see it tomorrow. There's a showing tomorrow at 8:00 at the once again the Bayway Arts Center in East Islip, and you could see it Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
And you saw it already.
I saw it Saturday night. We went because Joan was right down the road. I live close to that
you're
theater.
Right there.
I'm right there, and I told Nancy, I said, Joan is in a Neil Simon comedy, and Joan has been on the show.
You love her. She's one of your
I love her. She was my improv teacher too for a couple of years.
So you got that special connection there.
Yeah, but she's one of the. There were a lot of great comedians on Long Island at one time, and Joan filled in for when Rosie O'Donnell started to go. She moved to California.
Yeah.
She was part of a theater group in improv group in East Side Comedy.
Yeah, that's right. I remember you.
East Side Comedy. It was called the Laughter Company.
Yeah.
And then when she left, Bob Nelson left. Joan took over, and she filled in and kept it going.
Yeah.
She kept it going to when East Side moved to Farmingdale.
Wow. She's a talented lady.
Very
She's
talented.
Been around for a while.
And Nancy saw the play, and Nancy says, I don't know why Joan's not on Broadway. But I said, she's raising a family.
Yeah, and she did. She said that she was taking it back a little bit, that she wanted to take some time for herself. She said that on the last episode.
On the last show, and she's great.
But we're going to take a quick break and go to a commercial, and we'll be right back. You're watching The Gagoot Show on MadhouseTV.com.
You're watching The Gagoot Show on Madhouse TV.
Don't hit my parole officer. No, I'm out of like the state right now. Don't tell nobody. I shouldn't even be on this camera right now. Wait. I shouldn't even be on this camera right now. I can't show my face.
He needs to switch to decaf.
Decaf.
My name is Dr. Robert Brevard. I'm here for Multi-Medicine in Westbury, New York. We're located at 1065 Old Country Road, Suite 214. Been here for about 15 years. The practice has medical doctors, physical therapists, chiropractors, acupuncturists. We also do pain management, and we have orthopedists on staff. Here at Advanced Multi-Medicine Rehabilitation, we've got physical therapists on staff who treat an array of conditions, from neck pain to back pain, shoulder pain. We treat carpal tunnel. We treat a lot of car accident patients, slip and falls. We treat patients with knee injuries, with ankle injuries. We have state-of-the-art equipment. We've been here for over 15 years. Vast array of diagnostic testing, from x-rays to EMGs. What is an EMG? It's a diagnostic test that allows a doctor to determine where the pinched nerve is. Cora is a physical therapist at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. She's working on Stephanie, who was involved recently in an automobile accident. Stephanie has tight thoracic and cervical musculature, and Cora is doing some myofascial release work and some therapeutic stretching, doing it to help her with her pain. Vicky is also a patient here at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. Vicky is now working her leg muscles, specifically her quadricep muscles, trying to strengthen them after an injury she sustained. find yourself in need of any type of physical therapy, please don't hesitate to call Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation, located in Westbury, New York, in Suite 214. Phone number is 516-334-7000, or find us on our website at advancedmultimedicine.com.
I think this is a good time to tell you. You're doing okay, Mom. I can call you Mom, right? I know we haven't known each other very long, but you seem like a real keeper. You're not perfect. There was that strained carrots incident, but you're trying. You pick up my bottle every time I toss it out of my stroller. That's high comedy to an 8-month-old. You hum the Barber of Seville when you wash my hair. So cool. And your rub-downs are out of this world. Anyway, I want you to know how much I appreciate you. You know, right? How much I love you. You're doing okay, Mom.
And we're back on the Gagoot Show with our guests for the first time tonight. We have Frank Prince and Reverend Dennis. Give them a round of applause.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
You got any threes?
Sure.
Go fish. Absolutely. That's my comedy act for the night. That's it.
That was great.
Okay.
Anyway, so you guys have your own shows here on Madhouse as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
The Reverend Dennis Show, which I was on.
The Insight Show. Yep.
The
Insight.
Show.
IN-SITE. And then Frank.
The Frank Prince Show.
Together we have two shows.
Together.
with your
And now,
assistant.
for people who watch our show, how could they watch your show? What time did yours air? And
Well, I am on Thursday nights at 8 o'clock. And it's a 1-hour show. And it's called The Insight Show here on Madhouse TV. So tell your friends. And
what kind of topics do you go over? And what do you do on your show?
it's kind of like, it's more like a Johnny Carson variety type of thing, although the name Reverend Dennis comes up, and that's to make sure that people know that it's a clean, wholesome show, cursing-wise. And,
My
sorry,
bad.
Nicole. Anyway, it's we have comedians, which you have done the honor of supplying me with some comedians and bringing them on, which I love bringing on talent from other shows as well, so we keep their names like a household name. And then I have singers and magicians and ventriloquists and
Everything you can
groups.
think of.
And also special interests. I have charity events or whatever will be on, talk about all kinds of things.
I had the
And-
pleasure of being on the show, and so did you at
Yeah.
one point. And you're going to be on it again.
I'm going to be on it this Thursday.
Yeah.
We're doing a show with comedians, but
I
it
have
was
comedy.
it was Reverend Dennis's show that was my introduction to Madhouse TV.
I take full credit for that. I say it all the time. And they tell me, yeah, you know what? He was on my show first.
I was. That's how I found out
There you
about
go.
this.
Wonderful. And it blossoms, the shows blossom, and doing very well, as in your show. I have a lot of viewers out there now.
How long have you been on the air here?
My last show is my first show of my 3rd year.
Oh, wow.
So you're going into your third
I'm
year.
into my 3rd year.
That's great. And Frank?
Frank?
The Frank Prince Show on Wednesday nights. It's second and last Wednesday of every month from 6 to 6:30. And I interview comedians, singers, inspirational stuff. I like to give people a shot.
And what kind of inspirational stuff is
Well,
that?
depends.
Do you speak inspirationally?
Yes, I do.
You always do?
Always.
You gotta be. Stay positive, right?
He's a
Yeah,
very.
because you never know.
You know.
It's a mellow
I'm with
show.
a reverend, so that's.
Yeah,
I
okay.
can't say what I want to say.
That's all. But you might go right ahead. It's okay. It's their show
You'll
now.
have to say a few hour fogs.
I
that's
try to do in the opening monologue, I try to keep it a little spiritual. But it's been so much lately that I haven't been doing that much, just going right to acts or whatever.
You have a lot to show everybody
Yeah,
that
it's
you don't have
great.
time to spend that much time on Mala, which is good and bad because at least you got people that are interested, you know, on being there and getting their stuff out into the public eye, which is great.
Well, Janine, I followed Janine, and she was, she had a very religious show where it talked about all kinds of things like that. And I didn't want to hit you over the head with the same type of thing. So instead of mentioning scripture, I'll talk about it. Or I'll talk about an action or something that happened, incorporating scripture but not saying the scripture itself. So that was being my monologue type of thing.
Yeah,
And it's not hitting you over the head with religion.
And I remember the show that I was on. I remember the opening. You actually did a tribute to Lenny,
Yeah.
and that I don't want to mess up the name. Lenny
Coco.
Coco and the Chimes, right?
Yes, I sang
And
with her.
that was such a nice tribute that you put out. It was a little video, and then you did a show at the Patch Oak Theater, right?
That's coming up. We did Westbury Music Fair.
Okay.
I sang with Lenny Coco and the Chimes, and he passed. So we're going to be at the Patch Oak September 22nd with Lenny Coco's Chimes.
Okay.
So it's continuing on.
That's
that's
great.
Yeah.
That is great. And Frank, how long has your show been on
Going in
Madhouse?
my third year.
Also.
Yes.
Wow.
We're newbies.
Yeah,
We're
we are.
babies.
We are.
We're not even a full year yet.
We're not even 9 months. We're
No,
not even a
We're
baby.
not even a baby yet.
Yeah, we're not even a baby yet.
We're still
Well,
a fetus.
You're getting
We are.
We're getting there.
You got a
The
great
show has evolved. Our
You got a
show
great
has
show.
evolved.
Thank
You
you.
got it.
But you guys, your shows are inspirational to us.
Well, I
And
appreciate that.
you're very
Thank you.
polished.
Thank you.
Although, Reverend Dennis, I do tease. I've told you when I was on your show the second time that I say that your show is Wayne's World for baby boomers. because the singing and
Yeah, it's got a whole
there's some-
variety act.
Yeah,
going
you're
on
a
in
whole
it, and
variety
It's a
show.
little bit of an
Well,
older.
I get to sing too, which is nice.
Yeah. Hey, that's great.
And you're
gonna
gonna sing
that?
tonight.
You're gonna sing a little
Yes, I'd
later
be more than
on.
happy.
Later on,
Yes, yes.
Now, excuse me.
No excuses.
Come on,
This
give
is-
me a break here.
You know,
No,
we will be doing a show. I sing with a girl called Just the Two of Us, and we're going to be at a place called Nicello's on Friday. This Friday, the 25th, or
which
is
is
it
in
the 26th?
Northport, right?
Northport,
Yeah.
and it's called Den and Jerry's. Just the two of us. So I know you might think of ice cream when I say that, but that's the name, Den and Jerry's. Just the two of us will be there from 7:30 to 10:30. So if you got nothing to do, or if you have something to do, come on down to Nicello's. It's a great place.
Is there a cover?
No cover.
Wow.
Great food. There's a bar there. There's regular food. The food is phenomenal. The place is beautiful. It's
It
the
is a
first
very
time we're
nice
doing
place.
the show there. So we're hoping that.
Yeah,
So we
nice
could use your
turnout.
support. Come on down, please.
Yeah, it is a really nice place. A friend of mine had a baby shower there. They did a great job. They had great food. So I hope you get a lot of people for a turnout for you guys.
Well, I appreciate that.
Do you play? You playing in like a bar area? Is it like a private room
No,
that
it's
they
all
put
open.
you in? It's all open, right?
It's in the dining room itself. It's me and the girl. We sing the tracks. So we have plenty of room, and we do standards and 50s. And actually, I'm saying that wrong. We do from then to now. That's probably the best way of saying it.
And
I happen to like Bublé for myself.
Michael Bublé.
Yeah, I do a lot
Yeah.
of Bublé stuff.
I like him. You know what? He's contemporary, but he's got that old school feel.
We did all the songs that I've ever done. He's
Yeah.
redid them. So I can sing my old songs. I don't have to worry about new words because they're the same songs.
And the young people are familiar with the songs again.
Yeah,
Just so many beautiful songs.
they are beautiful. We got singers at the restaurant where we have that sing
That's right,
similar,
yeah.
like it's doo-wop and 50s, 60s. We don't really get into too much of like today's music because we have an older crowd there, so they do like, you know, the older stuff, 50s and 60s, and they love the doo-wop. Love the doo-wop.
Yeah.
Yeah. We used to have a cappella band that did doo-wop there, but they're not there anymore. But I'm going to tell my dad about you, so we'll get you
Oh,
on.
please do.
Yeah,
I'd
that
love
would be
I'd
great.
love to be there. I've been there. I've actually eaten there, and there's quite a few groups that I happen to know. Tony T and Margarita. And
Yeah, they're there every other Saturday. They're
so, I mean,
fantastic.
really
They're fun.
great people that I know them, and it's kind of like a circle. You know,
Yeah.
we all, just like in the TV, in the show here, I always try to keep everybody
Together.
close.
And in stand-up comedy, we all kind of know
same
each other
thing.
after a while.
Yeah, it's a great thing to do.
Yeah.
And the audience benefits by the fact that everybody gets to shot. Everybody gets to go on the shows.
Yeah, it's nice that we're a good community here, where everybody we feed off of one another a little bit, which is good. It's
I think,
positive.
Frank, you
One
should really
happy
be
family.
quiet. You should
It seems
quiet.
to be coming.
Frank, be
Quiet.
quiet.
Be quiet.
Stop
You talk too
talking
much.
over there.
Yeah, what do you think, you're a
Heavily
guest?
medicated. My head's like a volcano. I'm going to explode.
I could see that.
Well, I
Yeah, it
caught
comes
you
to
at
a
Governor's,
point,
right?
yeah.
You were at Governor's.
Governors, McGuire's,
McGuire.
Yeah, now, Frank, you've been
7-Eleven, Dunkin' Donuts.
you've been performing stand-up since 2010,
Yes.
and you took the class.
I took the class October 2010, Stand Up University.
I was in that class.
2011, I went to the New York Hysterical Society in intermediate class
Where is that?
in Manhattan.
Oh, okay.
Jessica Pearson.
I love her.
Yeah, she's the best.
She's my favorite.
And just kept going ever since. Just keep going and booking shows, getting out there and showing what I got.
Was she the one who taught the class?
Yes.
Oh, she was.
Yes.
I didn't know that. Do you know if she still does it?
I don't know.
I would want to take that class.
Yeah,
I freaked out when I met her.
I know you
Oh, my
love her.
God.
Freaked out. I
She
don't know what
is
came over me.
hysterical.
I just went total
She's your favorite?
Yeah.
She's your favorite?
I was
yeah?
like, hi, I don't have a DVD player, but I'm buying your DVD. She's like, okay. She must have thought I was such a weirdo, but that's all right.
Yeah, she's hysterical.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
is.
that's great, though, when they like fans like that.
Yeah, it's fun. But what else we got to talk about tonight here?
I want to say, I
Good
was very
shows.
surprised when you mentioned about Bob Nelson. I mean, he was on my show.
He was on your show, yes.
I did not know he was in, that's one of my favorite movies, Kindergarten Cop. Kindergarten
Yeah.
Cop. That's one of my favorites. I like Schwarzenegger, but I
didn't
had
know
no
that was him.
idea that was him. That's
Yeah,
clever.
yeah, he's in there.
The
How you
woman
doing, Bob?
that is
I know you're
partner. The woman that was his partner, the guy, like his the boyfriend that was
Yeah.
like always messing up stuff.
That was him, yeah.
Wow.
That's
That was
amazing.
him.
Now, you were,
He made a couple of movies, small roles in movies.
Yeah. I didn't know that. That's I'm like
I love it.
excited.
Bob Nelson was on our show, but in character. And Nicole wasn't here that time. He
I
came.
know.
He was Jiffy Jeff, and I was just in awe of him.
I didn't get to, as the host, I didn't get to say, he did all the characters. He came in, did Jeff, the grandpa, all these, I didn't have to say anything. I just sat there and he just did the whole show. He even took me to commercial. Oh, we're going to commercial now. I didn't have to do anything.
He made it really easy for you. That's great. Oh man. All right. Well,
Yeah.
we're gonna take a quick break, and we're gonna come back with Mike and Adam, and then we'll be right back. You're watching the Good Show on
One,
Madhouse
two, three.
.com.
Being a fireman is more than just putting out blazes and giving kittens CPR. Sometimes my duty demands I fan the flames, like when a call comes in from a lady who needs immediate assistance. Maybe she needs help with a computer thing. Maybe she wants to go antique. Could be as simple as understanding that walking in heels it's hard. Ou aussi simple que l'été dernier à Paris. C'est sympa. Maybe it's ladies' night in, and she wants a simple, delicious recipe for margaritas with a twist. First, a can of limeade. Now hold on to this. You'll be using it. Side note, kittens make everything better. Next, add water. Now, a bottle of light beer. No, shh. Trust me, I'm a professional. And last, and most important, Sauza Blue Tequila. Now, mix it up. Ole. Yes, that's what I'm trained for. Whether it's to help her choose leggings or pants, telling her leggings are pants, or discussing leggings and jeggings versus pant pegging at her next ladies' night in, I'll come to the rescue. Don't call me a hero. Just call me. Let me know what time.
Old Spice body spray will make you feel so powerful to blow your mind right in front of your face. Goodbye. Oh no! It's like I don't. Power.
Automatic freshness, softness, and static control has never been easier with the Bounce dryer bar. I just stick it to the inside of my dryer, and I never have to remember.
Oh, Old Spice body spray makes you smell like power. It's so powerful it sells itself in other people's commercials. You smell like outdoor freshness.
You smell like power.
Yeah, I do. Power!
Try this routine to feel fresh and clean. Pair Charmin Fresh Mates with your Charmin.
Oh, Spice body spray is too powerful to stay in its own commercial. That's right. Power! Old Spice body spray can change a regular smelling man into a man who smells like power!
Now, how is this? Wow, you know what? I actually do feel more powerful.
Potato chips! Power! It's me.
And we're back with our guests Adam D. Parsons and Mike Keegan.
Hey
guys. Thanks for having me.
Hey guys.
Thank you for having us. Yes.
You are welcome. You are welcome.
You're very welcome.
Just like Benny's hair, it's welcome.
Excellent.
So what's up, everybody?
Not too much. I'm finally here.
Yeah, finally made it. Mike Keegan has been trying to get on this show for how long?
Since we started.
Since the day we started.
The day we started, you were booked for the third show.
Yeah. Yep.
And
didn't happen.
That didn't happen, and then I got bumped like the last 2 weeks. I'm like, I got bumped for Joey Cola.
I know, of all people.
Only that'll let go. Joey Cola let go.
But what was great about it was I was like, Mike, I have to reschedule you. I didn't even give you a reason.
Yeah, you're like, you don't get a reason.
You don't get, Mike, I have to reschedule you. That's it. Because
end of story.
Because when Joey said he was going to do it, I was like, Joey, I'll bump people for you. And Joey's like, no.
Yeah, exactly.
So I was like, yeah, all right.
Yeah,
no, but I will.
But I will, yes.
More or less,
So you guys had a show together last night.
Last night was interesting.
Yeah, absolutely interesting. We were at Revolution Music Hall in Amityville. That's where I host shows there on a bi-monthly basis.
Third?
Yeah, usually around third Monday of the month, maybe a Wednesday in there also. And we had a pretty good show last week.
Pretty good. Last week was awesome.
Last week we had
You were on it too again last week?
He was with me last week, but Vinny Solari, who hosts a show here also, Madhouse TV, he came down to his stand-up comedy debut. Over 100 people were in this bar.
Wow.
And you've performed there before. You know what it's like there.
It's usually
100 people in there is packed.
It's really packed.
Absolutely.
That's like capacity probably.
Just about. And it was hard to even get to the place. But it was a terrific show. Mike was on there. We had a lot of great comedians come through also. And Vinny did a great job himself. And then last night, we had about 4 people there. That's how comedy works out.
Comedy always evens itself out. But last night was still fun.
We had a fun show.
A couple guys from Connecticut came down.
Yes, we had some touring comedians come down. So we're trying to make it not just Long Island guys after a while. Now getting some Connecticut, some Philadelphia guys, a lot of city people we've had also.
Yeah.
So it's good, and we're going to be there tomorrow night also.
Tomorrow night?
Yeah, absolutely. So if you're in your area, Amityville, I'm sure you're on the area. You're watching this. Come down, free admission show. I know how much you guys love free admission shows.
I do.
So yeah, we're going to be there tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, at Revolution Music Hall in Amityville. It should be a good one.
Yeah. So this is twice a week, every few weeks?
Twice a month, usually. Sometimes 3 times a month. It's been a 3 times a month.
Because on Facebook, I always see that you have a show going on at Revolutions.
Yeah.
It seems like there's a lot of them going on.
And you're always the host usually, right?
Every time except for I think when you host
one time.
Yes, he did for me. But yeah, I enjoy hosting the shows there. I got into hosting because I went to a lot of comedy shows when I first started off, and I thought everybody who hosted shows were doing it poorly, I think. So I thought, I'm going to try to do it my way, and I think it's been successful so far. I enjoy it.
Well,
and
as long as you're having fun.
The booking, the promotion, all that behind-the-scenes stuff is, I think, my calling. It's
yeah,
fun.
you like doing that?
I do. I really do. But then I got to deal with the people, and I kind of hate all the people I work with. So.
We all.
Yeah, that works out.
So, can we talk about the wedding for a minute?
Let's talk about the wedding. Yes.
Can we bring that up?
Yeah.
It's just so apropos that Keegan finally made it to the show, and you're a guest on the show tonight, and I happen to be Keegan's date to the wedding.
My beautiful date for the wedding.
Thank you.
Yes.
Didn't put out though.
I know. I know. You didn't get me drunk enough. You should have getting me more drinks at the bar.
Yeah.
You were free. What was the matter with you?
I'd bring them. I'd start walking them back, and they'd be done by the time I get back there.
I would have had a 50-gallon drum of Jack and Coke.
Exactly.
Right there, just with a hose
Would have had
coming.
a camel backpack on like with a straw. Take it! Take it!
It was a great time though. I was the best man. I was honored to be Adam's best man as well.
Your speech was the best speech.
Oh, thank you.
I'm sorry. I was
Thanks.
cracking up
It was
laughing.
great.
Thanks.
It was so funny.
That was fun.
Can
It
you
was a great
can you re-say the speech? Do you remember?
Oh, I don't even.
Did you memorize it?
I kind of memorized it. I just like said, what was that? No, I don't really remember.
Good job.
I remember. Can I say it?
Yeah, you say it.
Like,
remember?
can I say- yeah, because
Alright.
I liked it so much. He like got up there and he's like, "Oh, look at how beautiful she looks. Give him a round of applause." Blah 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 blah. And then he said, you know, Adam. He asked, you know, his most good-looking friend to be his best man, and he said no. And then he asked, you know, his funniest friend to be his best man, and he said no. And then he asked his, I don't know, smartest friend to be his best man, he said no. And then he comes up to me and he's going, you know, Mike, please, please, you gotta be my best man. He goes, Adam, I told you 3 times already I didn't want to do it. I thought it was so funny.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Everybody loved that.
Cracking up.
Everybody loved that one.
Yeah, it was like, it was really
Who's
appropriate.
best for Adam?
Oh, thank you.
And Mike, now your career is taking off.
I've been pretty busy. I've been really fortunate lately. I've been getting booked on some really cool stuff.
Have you gone out of New York at all?
Yeah, I've been doing Connecticut a lot. I've been working with a lot of guys in Connecticut, like Treehouse Comedy and Extreme Comedy in Connecticut. I did like Mohegan Sun, do some Jersey stuff.
Nice.
But, yeah, I'm in the city mostly. That's where I
And
spend most of my time.
how's Get Involved going? Like,
It's going good. I mean, we're still doing shows. We're still doing our shows at the brokerage. She's doing the Revolution thing. We're all still
everybody kind of teamed up on that a little bit.
Yeah.
What is that exactly?
What it is? Hugh Murray and I started it, and we were really just getting some of the local comics together, putting together our own shows, and really we started a website for any of the local comics that had like either internet shows or podcasts or anything that just wanted to put their information on our website so that they could share it, and then we would just promote it and see, you just get more exposure. It's just all numbers, just putting together. So then we started putting on a monthly show, and we're still doing good. We still do a lot of stuff. Me and Hugh were both, we weren't working at the time, so now we both have day jobs, so it's kind of a little bit tougher to get stuff going, but we still
Tell us
you
about
still have
it.
your time to check your porn though, right?
I just want to work. I stare at a computer all day at work. I can watch porn there. But that hasn't hindered any. But we're still doing it. Like we're all kind of a family now. So even though there's not as many Get Involved comedy shows going on, we were all very close. Benny, Nicole, Steve. We're all very close. So.
Right. I'm trying to keep the banner going on my shows when I get a chance.
Yeah,
to,
every
so.
show that you put on,
I put the name on all my shows, so at least get that out there.
Family. We all see each other like once a week, once every couple of weeks. So it's
and
nice.
and like in the comedy world, there's so many people that do it, and who's who, and who's doing what, and what's doing what, and then you got like that small group that you're like, these are my people.
We have so much fun.
We did have fun together. Exactly. That wedding, by the way, was so much fun. I had like a blast.
Good. You can help pay for it. I'm still paying it off.
Yeah. Like it was a bonding experience for all of us.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. I couldn't find you guys, but I was doing sake. No, I was doing sambuca shots.
Oh, really?
By the end of the night.
That's
In
rough.
chocolate shot glasses.
Oh,
I couldn't find some of you guys to indulge with me. I'm sitting there just throwing them back.
Those chocolate shot
It was
glasses.
like the last 10, 15 minutes of the wedding, and like at this point I was like, woo!
Yeah.
And I come in dancing to like Michael Jackson. I'm like dancing around like a maniac, no shoes on, no nothing. I think I was dancing with a sleeping baby in a stroller
You might have
at
been.
one point.
That might have
I was
happened.
like dancing with this little baby that's sleeping. I don't know.
I spent like my last 10 minutes like trying to find pieces of my tuxedo that I left all around them. I'm like, oh, there's my.
Were you naked? Did I miss
I
you
didn't
get
get
naked?
fully, no, I didn't get fully naked this time. I still had pants and shirt on.
Keywords are this time.
This time, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Been known to strip it.
Yeah, I like to party.
Likes to party.
Hey, you had fun because, like, you guys, I always see on Facebook, you go to the Revolution and stuff. That starts too late for me.
Yeah.
I can't, yeah.
Yeah.
Too late on the week. Yeah,
But also, I work a lot of hours.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
you know, because you were mentioning about you have jobs, and you, Nicole and I, and we juggle this show, and it's not always easy.
Yeah, it gets difficult, you know. You have it like today, for instance. I worked at a day job. You have no busboy that shows up. You have somebody that comes 20 minutes late. You're like, all right. And
We're,
like, I
we're
have
all
things
too
to
good
do.
looking and talented to have day jobs.
Right?
I
We
agree with
need
that
to
one.
start our own like reality show where all the comedians live in a house.
Yeah.
I should probably be the only female in there just to make things interesting. And
I
then
don't see why we don't have our own show at this point. Because there's a reality show for everything else. We can't do Long Island comedians
There should
bickering
be.
with each other. Why
There
not?
should be.
Living in
Why
a house
not?
together, yeah.
let's just all just rent a house and just
Yeah.
just for this, at least at Fire Island for the summer.
Oh, that would be
Something.
great.
You know the place to go to for that.
I want to share a room with Kevin Brogan.
yeah. Why? Why Kevin Brogan?
That would be hilarious.
You don't want to know why, Benny. You don't want to know why.
He's
That
adorable.
would be great. Oh my God, we need to do this. It needs to happen.
Yeah, we
like
should.
yesterday.
We could probably get a house cheap because they don't rent at like they used to.
Are they still open through like the September, like the month of September?
We might be able to find a house.
We could do like
Get
just
involved,
do it for like
House.
2 weeks or something like that.
That would be awesome.
And just make just have the cameras on all the time. Like, that's
Everybody
what we
bring
do.
a camera if you have a video
And have
camera.
your son
You can
Ryan
do that.
come.
Yeah,
and,
Ryan.
and help us out and make ours like
That's a
really
great idea. It's worth a shot.
Yeah,
It is,
You
yeah.
wouldn't want to watch that.
I would want to watch that.
But in September,
Show
the,
that I would watch.
the one craziness, a lot of stores won't be open anymore. You'll have to go to Ocean Beach for a bar. Ocean Beach is open year
So
round.
why can't we get a house in Ocean Beach? They don't have no.
we'll
house.
make
Okay, we'll try.
Yeah, so we're going to Ocean Beach.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
from Ocean Bay Park, the walk is kind of fun. The bike ride, because we ride bikes to show the Fire Island life.
Nah.
I'll-
Nah.
okay,
Bike ride?
we'll be in Ocean Beach.
I'm sorry, Mike, but I don't see you just. Let's go for a bike ride.
Let's go for a hike. That's what I want to do. You said there's bars there. I'll meet you guys at the bar.
Yeah.
There's a bar that's
Yeah.
used to be open
That
all
walk's
the
like
time.
a 20-minute walk.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
I'm gonna
All
walk
right.
20 minutes to get my license.
yeah.
At all.
I don't think I did either. No. But we're gonna take another quick break, and then we'll be back with all of our guests,
Everybody.
with everyone. And you're watching the Gagoot Show on.
Madhouse TV.
Dunkin' Donuts are always fresh. I made the donuts. We make them at least twice every day. Time to make the donuts. Not a few kinds, like supermarket. Made the donuts. Time to make the donuts. But up to 52 varieties. The donuts. Time to make the donuts. I made the donuts. Dunkin' Donuts, up to 52 varieties, fresh day and night. No supermarket can say.
Hi, my name is Dr. Tom Dow. We have a multidiscipline practice in Melville and Ronkonkoma, New York, and we treat patients with many, many different conditions, from newborns through geriatric patients with numerous different techniques. There's a technique and a type of treatment for every class of patient. We have them all here. Here's my son Thomas, also a doctor of chiropractic, working on one of our patients' cervical spine. This patient has had chronic neck pain for many, many, many years, has been to a multitude of different practitioners with little or no response. And with our specialized techniques, she has improved tremendously and continues to improve on a daily basis. We have two practices, one in Melville and one in Ronkonkoma, New York. We are a multidiscipline chiropractic office. What that means is we have chiropractors, massage therapists, acupuncturists, psychologists, all working as a team and a network of outside professionals such as orthopedists and neurologists that we work hand in hand with to help determine what your injuries are and the best way to treat your injuries. I have the great pleasure of having my son in practice with me. We work hand in hand, father and son, to give our patients the best care possible, and a staff which is loving, caring, and you'll never have to wait at all in our office for service. Many times patients come into our office and they have what's called a soft tissue injury. Soft tissue injuries are like scars inside your body. If you've ever been cut on the outside of your body, you get a scar. The same thing happens inside of your body to your muscles and ligaments. So our job is to determine where those are, stretch the muscles, adjust the vertebra back into their correct position, and then refortify the normal structure with exercise. That's what we do best, and I hope someday you'll come see us at one of our two offices. Thank you.
Fungal. And we're back! We're back with all our guests. Everybody's here.
We're all here.
Frank Prince, Reverend Dennis, Adam D. Parsons, and Mike D. Keegan.
You know, it's Frank is over there.
You guys could go home. I didn't
So you just get married?
I did just get married, yes.
Frank,
I want to have a wedding on my show. That's what I really want to do.
A wedding?
Oh, you do? A
I
wedding?
want to do a wedding on my show.
Me and Keegan are going to get married on your show.
There you go.
Wow, that'll be fun.
I even renewal of vows. I even do that. But I mean, I want to have an actual cake.
My vows are almost.
Because just think, if you're in, like, say you're Polish and you have family in Poland, they can watch it.
That's,
you got a computer.
That's pretty cool, actually. Yeah. You should do that.
I'm going to do that.
I think you should get a couple to elope. Hi, Mom, Dad. We're getting married.
No, that would be really great for people who are actually in love that are from different countries. And you could do, like, you know, people that are, like...
Maybe you can find a couple of comedians out there want to get married.
Yeah.
That's good, yeah.
Tim and Jess.
I think Tim and Jess are booked.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Tim and Jess are getting married on New Year's.
New Year's, yeah.
Oh, they are? They're going to get married on New Year's?
Mm-hmm.
On
so
Reverend.
I guess me and Keegan are just going to get married on the Reverend
Me and
Dennis
Nicole
show.
get married, and then you do divorces too.
State doesn't recognize the
That's
divorce.
Frank's show.
Can we just do it and then
We'll
get
get
it
divorced on
annulled?
Frank's show.
Like in the morning, we'll just annul it. It'll be like a Vegas wedding for us. Can we decorate it like Vegas style on the set?
I had plans, the whole thing, doing with the flowers. I hope it would be really nice. Cake.
Wow, so you're serious
I'm
about
dead
it?
serious. I've been talking about this for a while now. I actually put it out on Facebook if anyone wants to get married on my show. Free.
Invite.
And you know what would be
free?
Which one?
Nicole, you know what would be cool?
No, really,
They
before
could
you
get married.
saved a lot of money.
$20-something thousand.
Well, Well, that's
Yeah,
just
they-
the ceremony. You know, you guys worry about your reception after
And
that.
if you want to come and have a reception right afterwards, you could come to the Villa Monaco. That won't be for free.
Yeah.
But I made it sound like it could be, but it's not.
And then you come to the Gagoot show for your honeymoon.
Yeah.
And Mike Keegan won't need to spend money on porno.
There you go. Perfect.
I know that word free. Maybe it doesn't really apply. I mean, you're getting married. You're no longer not going to be free anymore.
That's true.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
But
Sorry.
Yeah, marriage is a serious commitment.
It's an institution.
And I
Who
don't wanna
wants to be
yeah.
institutionalized?
I don't think I do. I thought about it. There was like a moment, it's a brief moment in time. I was like, I could do it. I could be someone's wife. I could get married. I could make it happen. And I said, no, I can't do that. I can't do any of those things. I can't cook. I can't clean. There's only really one thing I'm good at, and I don't need to be married to do that.
I was saying on last night's show, actually, that if you don't know what it's like to be married, I found out yesterday I was in day 3 of an argument I didn't know I was even having. So that's like being married. You just find out you're in a fight.
But you're
3
only
days later.
married for a few months, right?
Not even. It hasn't been a month yet.
Oh, all right.
We're on our way.
But you guys been together how long before?
Oh, a little over 3 years, yeah.
Her vows were very nice for you.
Yes.
They were beautiful.
Yeah.
She was so
Her vows
sweet.
are better than mine. I was so disappointed. I thought I had good ones, but she beat me out.
Does she support your comedy?
No.
No.
She does. She's actually the reason I actually started doing comedy.
Really?
She's one of the reasons why. Yeah, she took me to a show at McGuire's years ago. We saw Mike Yard perform. I love Mike Yard. He's fantastic. And basically, his set made me like, I want to try doing this also. So she took me to a show at McGuire's. I went to did an open mic. Met Mike Keegan, and then we've been taking off since then. Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I've never asked you this question. What inspired you to start doing comedy?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I've always loved it. My father always had me watching it when I was a young kid, and I've always loved stand-up. I always watched Saturday Night Live and stuff, and then I was like, oh, that's something I want to do. And then once I just had time, so I just started writing a lot. I love to write. I've been writing since I'm a little kid.
You are a great writer.
Thank you very much.
The stuff that you put on Facebook.
Thank you.
I mean, I'm like, you need to put this in your act. Like, why is this not stuff you're using all the time?
Thank you. And then, I just started going from there, and it's been a lot of fun.
Nice. Well, we're going to have a very special moment now. The Reverend Dennis is going to get up and perform a song for us. And stay tuned, because it's going to be really nice.
Yes. And I want to thank all you guys for coming. Frank Prince, thank you so much. Adam D. Parsons,
Thank you very much for having me.
Mike,
You guys.
I hope you come back soon, Mike.
I will. I'll come
I want
back
all of you
anytime.
back,
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
as
My pleasure.
before we even started the Madhouse, we did a show together, that theater show.
Yep. Yeah.
And-
No, that was a great show.
And I said to Mike, Mike, want you on the show. We're gonna start. We're starting a show. We want you on it.
Yeah, because I've done Frank's show, I've done Reverend Dennis' show, now I got you.
Yep, finally.
So,
And there's more shows that want comedians.
yeah, anytime.
Well, all right.
This is a great Madhouse is a great venue for talented people.
I love it here.
For artists.
Yep.
And for me and Benny, too.
And for us.
We're going to say goodnight to you now, real quick, because once the Reverend starts singing, that's going to be the close of our show. So thank you guys so much for watching, and enjoy. We'll see you next week.
Have a great week, everybody. Thank you for watching The Gagoot Show.
All right. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them blue for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue, clouds of white, a bright blessed day, the dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, singing, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry. I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than you and I will ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, think to myself, what a wonderful world. Just take a look around. Oh yeah. Good night.